You made a deal with A&E. How much were you going to receive as the producer?
The deal with them was, I think it was 46 or something like that. I don't remember.
$46,000.
No. Do you mean the back end or?
What were you going to receive?
I don't know. We didn't reach that point, how much money they were going to pay me. We were talking about how much percentage I was going to receive.
Percentage of
the back end.
The back end of an A&E. Well, how was it going to be distributed?
It was going to be split. I'm not sure if it was 56, 54. I need to look at the contract, but it was something like
You
that.
have a proposed contract for your production deal with A&E?
It's in the deal, in the contract.
There's an A&E deal.
It has to be there. It has to be.
Sorry.
There's
an
an
A&E deal.
That wasn't my fault. He stepped over me. There was an A&E deal. And the A&E deal was a development deal where they gave you the $25,000, and then they had the right to either go ahead with the project or not. Was there a second deal that you entered into with A&E?
No, it was just an agreement that we were working on, giving me like something like 50, like 46.
Sir, I don't understand. Other than this agreement.
No, sir, there is no other deal. That's it.
That's the only deal?
That's the only deal, yes.
Okay, so whatever is in this is what you would be entitled to?
Yes.
Okay. And there were no discussions about a second deal or a different deal?
That's a different story. You asked me one thing and then you get upset because...
No,
yes.
I'm just trying to be clear. This.
Well, that's the only one that we have, the one that you're holding on your hands, that's it.
Yes, and I'm asking, were there any discussions or documents prepared for another deal, for a second deal, if they went ahead with the development?
Yes, I just told you that. I don't know if it was going to be something like 56, 40, 44. I don't know. I don't remember.
And were there draft documents prepared?
No, sir.
There were no written documents?
No, sir.
Were there any in-writing communications between you and A&E evidencing what the deal would have been had they gone ahead and made the documentary?
I think I have some emails, yeah.
You have some emails. Yeah. Could you supply those emails to Mr. Diaz? And Mr. Diaz, will you supply those emails to me, please?
I will.
Okay. Did anyone at A&E ever tell you that the film could make hundreds of millions of dollars?
No.
On what do you base your opinion that the film could have made hundreds of millions of dollars?
Well, first of all, there hasn't been a film remotely close to this one. There hasn't been a documentary remotely close to this documentary. And if I look at the top documentaries that they've done in the past 15 years in Hollywood, where the content is crap. 9/11, are you kidding me? I mean, that's nothing new. Everybody knew about 9/11 after that. I mean, that documentary made over $200 million. This documentary was based on information that was exclusive and never before seen by the world. And all the publicity we created around the world, all the buzz that was created for this documentary. The world was waiting for this documentary. I still getting emails and messages from all over the world saying, we're looking for this documentary. We want to see it. So that's, you don't know. You need to just hire an analyst, and he'll tell you what this project can do. A lot.
Have you hired an analyst?
No, sir. But I have friends in the industry, sir. Okay.
And if people could predict, sir, what films are going to do, you wouldn't make certain films that lose hundreds of millions of dollars, would you?
Yeah, but the story here is different, sir. I just tell you, it's a unique content, never before done before.
Did you tell Mr. Pond that the film would prove that the Mayans had been contacted by extraterrestrials?
I'm not going to tell you that again. That's how you're talking about the film.
No, so I'm talking about what you said to Mr.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay, just mark it for me, please. What messages did the terrestrials give to the Mayans?
Objection, calls for speculation.
I'm not going to answer your question.
Okay, he's not going to answer. Did Mr. Pond tell you that Miss Thoreau must want to bang you?
Mr. What?
Did Mr. Pond tell you that Miss Thoreau must want to bang you? Bang, B-A-N-G.
I
as
never
in have
told
sex
Steve
with
Pond
you.
anything like that.
I said, did Steve Pond ever say that to you?
He made a comment to me.
He said that to you?
Yeah.
And how does he know Miss Thoreau?
I don't know if he knows her. I don't know.
Why would he make a comment?
I don't know.
Objection, calls for speculation.
Did you say something to him which would lead him to believe that that might be the case?
No, sir.
Did you say Miss Thoreau likes me or is attracted to me or anything like that?
No.
Out of the blue, he just said
Objection.
about someone who's an investor.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. He said objection. Out of the blue, a person who happens to be an investor in a film and a reporter would say to you that she must want to bang you?
I'm not
Objection,
responsible for
argumentative.
people's actions, you know. So,
Do you know anybody at the San Francisco Examiner?
no.
So you have said on a number of occasions that there is a warrant out for the arrest of my client. You have said that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And when that's a yes.
Yes.
Okay. And when you're saying that there is a warrant out for the arrest of my client, you are making reference to one of the two documents that you provided to Mr. Pond, which says that Miss Theriault is to be located. Is that the
Not only that, it's also the resolution that the district court judge in Mexico took against Mrs. Theriault and the other four.
Well, that just happened a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
correct? And you said that there was a warrant out for her arrest long before that,
Yes.
correct? Okay. So, and when you were saying there was a warrant out for her arrest long before the district court judge took the action, you were referring to that one document that says she should be located.
Not only that, I'm referring to what my attorneys told me. I have lawyers in Mexico also.
And your attorneys in Mexico told you there was a warrant out for her
They
arrest.
said that, yes.
I'm going to motion to strike. You have confidential
Yeah.
privilege between your attorneys.
Yeah.
Who is your attorney in Mexico?
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead, tell them.
Yeah?
Yes, you are, trust
Okay,
me.
well. Hernandez and Associates
Hernandez and Associates, and
That
they're
is correct.
located where?
in Mexico City.
In Mexico City.
Yes.
And who specifically is the lawyer there that you're working with?
Alberto Hernandez.
And is he the one who told you that there's a warrant out for her arrest?
They're the ones that inform me everything. They do all the. They're the ones doing all the diligence to Campeche.
Okay. Who's Hans Uhlig? Hans Uhlig.
Hans what?
U-H-L-I-G. Hans Uhlig. You know him as Hans.
I never met a person by the name of Hans.
You never had any projects or dealings with Hans Uhlig?
Never. I might have exchanged a couple of emails with Hans, but that's it.
Well, I thought you said you didn't know him.
Not personally.
Okay. When I ask you who is somebody, and you say I don't know,
At this point,
And
I don't
then-
know because I haven't seen the person, sir. Okay.
you communicated with him by email.
No, I sent him a couple of emails and that's it, and never responded to me. He responded to me,
But you know who he is.
but now, yes, I know who he is. It's Mrs. Theriault's partner.
That's who you think he is.
That's what I've been told. Yes.
And you've never met him?
No.
Did you ever call Mary Beth Lamott of Red Carpet TV? Never called her. Never talked to a Mary Beth Lamott of Red Carpet TV.
No.
You never told Mary Beth Lamott of Red Carpet TV that Miss Thoreau is a fugitive and there's an arrest warrant out for her?
No.
She never asked you to provide that information in writing to her?
To provide what?
The information about Miss Theriault being a fugitive and an arrest warrant being out for her?
No.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
Going off the record at 3:59.